arrived with the army from Croatia and removed Mutimir's sons from power. Difficult times followed when Stroimir's and Gojnik's descendants tried to occupy the throne. Three years later, in 895, Bran attempted to regain power, but he was defeated and blinded. The punishment by blinding meant disqualifying him as a potential ruler. Such a person could never ascend to the throne. Such a practice existed in Byzantium for hundreds of years, and its use in the 9th century Serbia only serves to prove the extent to which various Byzantine customs were adopted by the Serbs. Two years later, in 897, Stroimir's son Klonimir arrived from Bulgaria. The usurper had temporary success when he took the capital, Destinik, but was soon surrounded by Peter's army. He was defeated and probably died in the battle. Finally, Peter was acknowledged as the Serb ruler, putting an end to a series of usurpations, and Serbia finally gained respite and peace. Byzantine acceptance of Peter's rule in Serbia followed only after 896, when Peter was supposed to take part in the Byzantine-Bulgarian War, which lasted between 894 and 896 and ended in the Byzantine defeat. The fact that Peter entered this fight as a Byzantine ally is confirmed by Constantine Porphyrogenitus when he claimed that Peter concluded peace with the Bulgarian ruler Simon, who also served as his best man. The peace between Serbs and Bulgarians lasted for the next 20 years. Until the end of his rule in 917, Peter was undoubtedly the unchallenged supreme ruler of Serbia, who forced his power onto the neighboring dukedoms. During his reign, Pagania was part of Serbia, even though it is not entirely known when it joined Serbia and under which conditions. It is also not known when and how it became independent. The strengthening of the Serb Archont was contrary to the interests of another Serb duke, the Lord of Zahumlje, Mihailo Višević. This capable and energetic ruler, already in 913, captured the son of the Venice Doge and surrendered him to Simon of Bulgaria. By that act, he openly took the side of Byzantine enemies because at the time, Venice was the most loyal Byzantine ally in the West. In 917, Mihailo Višević accused before Simon the Serb Archont Peter of conspiring with Byzantines to attack Bulgaria, with Hungarian help, and as part of the Byzantine war plan. Simon sent the large army against Peter, who decided not to fight and surrendered, intending to prove his innocence. However, he was imprisoned in Bulgaria and died soon afterwards. This opened the crisis of government in Serbia. When Bulgarians captured Peter, they had with themselves Paul, son of the blinded Bran, whom they installed as the legal ruler of Serbia. The change on the Serbian throne did not go unanswered from Constantinople. Byzantines, who were at an almost constant state of war with Simon, needed a reliable ally in Serbia. Therefore, in 921, the Emperor Roman Lakapin sent Prvoslav's son Zacharias, who at the time lived in Constantinople, to militarily gain the power in Serbia. Paul defeated the usurper and handed him over to Bulgarians, who kept him captive. However, it seems that tensions between Serb dukedoms determined actions of the Serbian ruler, who could have been recognized as the supreme lord only if recognized beforehand by the only legitimate ruler with the authority to install rulers to other peoples, the Byzantine Emperor. Therefore, soon after this victory, Paul turned to Byzantium. The Bulgarian army sent by Simon, which moved against Serbia, also had with itself a pretender to the Serbian throne, Zacharias. Paul withdrew without a fight, and Zacharias ruled Serbia as the Bulgarian protege. However, following the principle of the legitimacy of authority, he soon turned to Byzantium. The Bulgarian army sent by Simon to discipline the renegade ruler met a crushing defeat. Zacharias sent to Constantinople the heads of the Bulgarian military commanders, together with weapons taken from them. This open challenge could not be tolerated by Simon, so he sent a much more powerful army against Serbia. This time, Zacharias did not wait for Bulgarians, but escaped to Croatia. The Bulgarian army even crossed into Croatia, but was thoroughly defeated there, so that not a single soldier survived. Following Zacharias' escape, Bulgarians wanted to install Chaslav, Clonimir's son, on the Serbian throne. But, as a matter of fact, they only used him in order to capture Serbian Župans, whom they invited to greet a new ruler. Therefore, in the next 7 years, Serbia was, in a political sense, without the state or the ruler. The land was ravaged, and many captives, from the small one to the big one, as put by Porphyrogenitos, taken to Bulgaria.